So we have heard a lot about what is going on with the Guardians of the Galaxy and where the cast and characters are going to go from here. Of course, we know there is no return from James Gunn, however that doesn't mean it's impossible for the franchise to continue. Nonetheless, whether or not it would, we wanted to focus our attention today on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and one particular scene where there were some interesting moments happening, and that is the hallway fight scene. The ending of Guardians 3 gave us the only members of the Guardians of the Galaxy still working to protect the universe, Rocket and Groot. However, as an end credits scene shows, they soon find a backup. Cosmo and Kraglin become official team members after their heroic actions in Nowhere. And if you saw this movie on the big screen, it gives more justice in realizing that it looked like it was done in one take. And even though that's how it looks, it was actually done in 18 separate shots. The complexities involved in creating this seamless sequence showcase the talent and dedication of the entire team behind the film, amplifying admiration for their work. The breathtaking scene, which appears to be a single-take spectacle, is actually the result of intricate planning and execution by the VFX team. Guy Williams gave us the information needed to find out what was done in order to make that scene possible and as believable as it was and realistic on screen, saying by no means was it an easy task for the VFX team or the cast themselves. There's a lot of stunt choreography going on here. 𝘨𝘪𝘀 is the VFX supervisor who oversaw this for Marvel, and he worked with all those team members to figure out how they were going to shoot it. Spoiler alert, this is not one shot, it's 18 shots shot over the course of 3 days, he said.
Real Chris Pratt, real
Less than you think.
I mean, fair.
She's an amazing actress, but I don't think she can do that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But you're still shooting on set. You're still shooting with real actors and real stunt people and having to, reconcile the camera move through all of that while still maintaining the fact that it doesn't cut. And of course, then you have all of the CG creatures and all of the effects going on.
This is nuts.
According to Williams, the challenge lay in strategically determining where cuts could be made without disrupting the flow of the action. For example, a specific cut was made as Mantis ascends onto a character's shoulders, dividing the action into 2 separate stunts. And even James Gunn spoke about this tactic and what went into the scene and how much time went into the planning.
It just took a lot of planning. So Wayne Daglish and I, who is this incredibly talented stunt coordinator. He's a co-stunt coordinator with 𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘠𝑚oneymaker on this. That was basically his baby. And we started putting that together months and months before, at the very beginning of shooting, and we shot that near the end of shooting. Okay. The very end of shooting.
For example, where a cut is, one of the beats is where you push into Quill, where he starts to do his hallway fight. The decision was made early on to not shoot with motion control, but Guy Williams is the first to praise the extensive and meticulous work done by the DOP and on-set crew to produce the best possible material to work with. In addition to not being shot using motion control, the shot is inherently complex as it involves both actual actors and multiple digital characters. While there were stand-ins for the monsters, the blocking was extremely complex, and even more so when characters swing from the arms of digital characters, such as Mantis does on Groot's limb. The first 6 months we worked on it was just figuring out how to put the action back together. The Weta team knew the plan. The material was shot as well as was humanly possible, but to have all the camera moves and action timed perfectly to the music over 18 separate shots was insanely complex. And looking at the pictures that we get to see paints the picture well in the overall work and intense thought process and how all of this would piece together well and make sense. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on this, and what were your feelings when seeing this scene for the first time in theaters? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
And that whole time, we just did different iterations of it, shooting it with the stunt people, and putting some post-viz in, but mostly with stunt people. And just did it again and again and again. Cutting parts, at one point it was longer and it was a little shorter.